Hi, so today's nice easy little move is to help your lumbar spine, your back muscles, if you've got tight back muscles, just to notice if you've got them and what to do about it. So today's simple move, just one move. I say that, there's certain parts to it. So come to lying on your front, rest your forehead on your hands, have your right hand on top. And you're just going to start to lift the forehead so your chin starts to lift as you look in front of you. And just notice how far up you can go until your eyes on the horizon, your face is forward, your mouth is forward. And then come back down. And then turn your head to face your right elbow. Rest your cheek on the back of your right hand. And now the legs, just notice the legs, just notice if one feels heavier than the other. I'm not trying to change anything at all at the moment. You might have awareness of one side of your body more than the other side. And then start to lift your right elbow, lift your head, the hand comes up with you, and then you come back down. Lifting and lowering at a height that you feel that you don't have to use a huge amount of effort. So you're not hunching up your shoulders, you're not tightening your breath, clenching your jaw, you're not holding on to anything, you're not squeezing your glutes. You're just lifting and lowering. And noticing your shoulder blade. This right shoulder is just gently helping you lift the arm as it starts to feel that it wants to gently hug or kiss your spine. And then rest for a moment. Because you're going to start to lift the opposite leg. Just lifting and lowering the left leg. Gently, slowly. Noticing. Doesn't have to go very high at all. Just a small lift and a lower. Noticing if you feel that. Connecting with your opposite shoulder. You might not. We're going to put the two together. So rest for a moment, rest the leg. And then come back to the right elbow, the head and the hand lifting, and the left leg lifting, and then coming back down. So you're noticing the shoulder blade gently, as if it's kissing the spine, the lower shoulder blade, connecting across the back to the opposite leg. So my right shoulder blade connecting across the spine to my left hip. Shoulder and glute connecting together. Feel the contraction as you lift, and as you come back down, just notice them moving away from each other. So they lengthen and they release. And rest. And then you're going to change hands, so your left hand's on top, and you're going to turn your head to look the other way. So I'm going to turn around, so otherwise you won't be able to hear me. I'll be looking in the opposite direction. Okay, so now you're looking towards your left elbow, so your right cheek is resting on the back of your left hand. You're noticing as you're resting this side, has anything changed in the legs? How do they feel? Noticing one side more than the other. And then you're going to start to lift that elbow, lifting the head, lifting the hand, and then slowly releasing. And just noticing if there's any difference from one side to the other. Just lifting and lowering. The eyes following your elbow. And then rest. Rest the pelvis, rest the hips. Notice the front of the feet. Resting your toes. And then as we come up with the leg, just noticing if there's any difference from this side to the other as you lift and as you lower. Just noticing. And then rest. We're going to connect them both together. So just check you're not holding any tension in your face or in your shoulders. So as you lift the left elbow, the face lifts and the right leg comes with you. And as you come back down, they let go. So just notice the left shoulder blade trying to come over to kiss the spine and then releases away from it. Just notice if there's any difference from right to left side, how it feels. If you can notice the back muscles contracting to help you lift, but also if you can notice the space between the shoulder blade and the back of the hip, letting go as you come back down, so lengthening on that diagonal as you come back down. Connecting as you lift, releasing as you come back down. And then come back to where you started, forehead on the hands. And then lift the face, lift the chin, and see if your position has changed. You're able to come up a little bit more, bring the jaw back down, lift the jaw again. So you're looking to the horizon, and then come back down, and lift again to the horizon, and then coming back down, one more, to the horizon, coming back down, rest. And as you rest, just gently bring your attention to the breath, breathing into the lower belly. Imagine that my hand is on your lower back and you're breathing into my hand. So when you breathe in, feel that your lumbar spine is gently pressing into my hand. You can always place your hand here if it doesn't make your shoulder hurt. Or maybe once you lie down, if you've got a pet cat or a dog, they always come over to you when you're lying on the floor. You've had to do exercises or anything like that. They always come up to you. So you can always ask your dog to go and sit on your back. And you can breathe and feel that with your breath, you're just gently moving the dog or the cat. But the pelvis isn't moving. You're not arching and flattening the back. Everything stays still. Just the lumbar spine. So feel that you imagine you've got a balloon in your lower back. And when you breathe in, the balloon fills up with air. And when you breathe out, it just lets go. So you're not pulling anything in, you're not squeezing the glutes, there's no tucking or arching of your lower back. And then roll yourself over onto your side. Bend your knees. Rest for a moment. Relax your sit bones, allow the floor to support you. Allow your mind to notice your heartbeat for a moment. When you feel ready, you slowly come back up using your hands. See, I told you it was simple, she says. So happy practicing. If you get time to practice that every day, good on you. But if you're really pushed for time and space, because it's not really easy in your own home, if you've got loads of kids running around or there's stuff going on in your house and you just don't have the space, then maybe 3 times a week you could do that for. As many times as you can find possible to get down on the mat and do some releasing work for your back muscles, tight back muscles. Happy practicing. See you next time.